our class today. This is going to be a class more focused on the business vocabulary, as I told you before. And first, before we start, I would just like you to quickly say your names and your jobs, right? Because it's business, right? Let's start with you, dear Mr. Prata.
Hello, my name is Mark Prata. I work as a manager of a pot shop in my company's father.
Okay.
My father's company.
Exactly. Well done.
My name is Joana Duarte and I am a beautician.
All right.
My name is Paula Mota and I am a front office agent at the Campo Hotel.
Right.
Okay, my name is Joana and I'm a marketer.
Marketeer.
Hello, my name is Mario Cunha, I'm engineer.
Right.
Hello, my name is Antonio and I'm a consultant.
Right. Good. So, first, when you think about the word company, what words come to your mind?
Boss.
Boss.
Yes.
Meeting.
Customers.
Meeting.
Meetings.
Employees.
Environment.
Sorry?
Environment.
Environment. Interesting. All right. So, to start, we have a sentence there that says, corporations are not things. There are the people who run them. Corporations are not things. They are the people who run them. So, some of you mentioned the people, right? The staff, the employees, right? So, do you agree with that sentence? That companies are not things, they are actually the people? Joana?
Yes, I agree. Because if we will not work like a team and we just the base, it's
The basis is
yes,
the team.
It's a team, and you need it to
To
step
build.
by step.
To build more,
Yes.
yeah? Mario, do you agree? Do you have the
Yes.
same perspective?
I agree with Joanna.
All right. Marco, are the people who run the company the most important ones?
No, they are not just the most important because people like consumers many times need to be important because of their, let's say,
Relevance, impact?
No, like you need to make the consumer come to your place every time. You need to make money, to make a good image for the company. It's not just people that are in the company. If you don't have good customers, you don't have a good business.
Exactly. So, and also the customers that keep coming back to your business is also not only because of your product or service, but also because of the staff also, that has to create that good rapport, that good image of the company and a good relationship with the customers, right? Now, speaking of companies, we have all shapes and sizes in terms of companies. We have medium-sized companies, we have small companies, and we have multinational companies. So, professionally, where would you like to develop as a professional? Would you like to work for a family-owned company, a multinational company, or would you like to have your own company? Antonio, would you tell us your view?
Yes, I would like my own company so I could manage things my own way and have the work environment I like, the choices with the employees that I would like, instead of being bossed around by a multinational company. I would also like a family-owned company. That would mean I would work with my family.
All right. Thank you. Paul, what about you?
I think I prefer a multinational company because we can grow as a
Professional?
more faster and
Faster?
yeah, and we can keep the goals sempre always.
So we can always set different and new goals to progress in
To improve.
to improve and to progress in the company.
Yes.
Good job. Joanna, what about you?
Yes, I agree. I like to.
I would like.
Yeah, I would like to work in a multinational company. For the same reasons. I think we can learn a lot more and set goals.
And grow up.
Yeah.
All right. Mark, would you share the same view?
It depends. To start the career or to work for the entire life?
You can give me those 2 points of view. It depends, actually.
Okay, to start, the best option probably would be the multinational, to learn about other people and how things work in companies. After that, probably you should work in your family company, or if you can, in your own company. Family company is not a good thing.
Yes, there are some disadvantages, yeah? Joanna, let's speak to an outsider because he cannot talk about it because he would be compromised. What do you think, or what do you suppose are the disadvantages of working in a family-owned company?
It's hard because it's family, and sometimes you have different points of views, and maybe you can I don't know how to say it.
You can get into a conflict.
Yes,
Yeah.
because of the ideas, because of the age and everything, your experience. It's kind of different. It's different. The relationship.
Yeah. It crosses the barrier between the professional and the personal, right?
Yes.
It's a gray area in that case.
It's completely different.
All right. Mario, what do you think? Any other disadvantages?
I don't like work in a family company because the problems in the company we take
take them?
take the problems too long.
Yeah.
And the problems company is the problems family.
It's the family's problem. Yeah.
Another way to start professional life when we finish the graduation. I think it's better to work in multinational company to learn
The process is everything. Yeah.
and after working one company.
Exactly.
You can make the techniques and
you can apply the techniques.
Learn in the multinational company to my
in your own business, yes, and become an entrepreneur,
yes.
like yesterday's class, yeah? All right, good. So now we are going to look into some vocabulary related to the context of companies, and also indicators or factors that are significant in terms of the success of the company. All right. For that reason, I'm going to give you this worksheet. All right. And here you have some specific vocabulary, and below you have some sentences that define this vocabulary. Now, some of this vocabulary you might know, there are new words, but by deducting the meaning, you are going to try to match it correctly. All right? One for you, thank you. One for you, and one for you, and for Paula. Thank you. Do it individually first, all right? Have you got all of them?
No.
No? That's good, because we're going to learn something today. All set? Yeah? Let's see. So, Paula, can you read number 1, please?
Number 1.
Yeah.
The amount of money a company receives from sales in particular
Period.
is called its turnover.
Turnover, exactly. Can you read number 2, Joanna?
The money a company makes after taking away its costs and tax, it's its net profit?
Net profit. Alright. So we have a difference between turnover and net profit. So using other words, what is the turnover? It's the amount of business.
Everything can be sales.
Exactly, everything, all the volume that comes from sales. Exactly. And what is net profit? It's the same amount of money, but without
the
taxes. The costs. Yeah, the cost and the tax. Exactly. Very well. Number 3. Marco, can you try, please?
A company which owns another company is called a parent company.
Yeah, parent company. All right. Then, number 4, Antonio.
The employees in a particular country or business are called the workforce.
Exactly, the workforce, the staff members. Yeah. Number 5, Mario, please.
The percentage of sales a company has in a particular market is its, I don't know.
All right, good. Joanna, do you know this one?
Maybe the market share.
It is the market share. So let's imagine the drinks market, the soft drinks market, for example. So you have a percentage. This is the whole market, right? And there's a percentage of the market, probably this one, that is, for example, Coca-Cola, right? And this is Fanta, and this is other brands of beverages that you have. So if this represents the whole market, the market share is the part of the market that the brand or the company controls in terms of sales, all right? Out of the total of sales that are done in the market of drinks, for example, 25% is Fanta, yeah? Another 25% is Coca-Cola, yeah? For example. Fanta is not, maybe not the best example, but it was the first one that came to mind, yeah? Do you understand now, Mario, what market share is? Yeah?
Yes.
All of you are comfortable? Yes? Alright. Next, Joanna. That's Joanna.
The main building or location of a large organization, is it subsidiary?
No.
Head office.
Head office, yeah. The head office is the main building or location of a large organization, because then you can have branches. You can have branches of a company in different parts of the country or in different parts of the world. Yes. All right. Then, Paula, can you continue, please? Number 7.
Yes, the cost of a company's shares is its Share price.
Yeah, the share price. And finally, 8. Joanna.
A company which is more than 50% owned by another company is called a subsidiary.
Exactly. All right. Good. So the bigger the turnover or the bigger the net profit, the more successful the company is, right?
Yes.
This is simple. What can contribute to the success of a company? Generally speaking, what makes a company successful?
Good products.
Good products.
Happy employees.
Happy employees. Well done.
Good brand.
Good.
Brand.
Good brand and good branding.
Yes.
Yeah. Marco?
A good investment.
A good investment in all areas, yeah? Well done. Marketing, connected to brand there.
Good customers.
Good customers. Exactly. Happy customers that keep coming. Alright, next you are going to listen to a CEO. Do you know what a CEO is?
Yes.
So let's say it for the people watching us from home. A CEO is a chief executive what? Officer, right? So it's the top in each company, the top position, the boss of all bosses, the CEO, yeah? So we are going to listen and see a CEO talking about her company, a multinational company, all right? Now, what I would like you to do first, I'm going to show you the video twice, is just for you to have a notion of what the company is, so what type of service or product, what kind of market they work in, they operate in, and also where it is based, okay? So if it's based in Portugal, Spain, okay? Just those two things.
Can you tell us about your company? Nature's Way Foods is a food manufacturing company based on the south coast of England, and we put chilled product, majority of which is lettuce and fruit, into various types of packaging for the major retailers and various food service companies in the UK. Examples of retailers would be Tesco's, Morrison's and Waitrose. And in terms of food service companies, our biggest customer is McDonald's, which I'm sure most of you will be familiar with.
We are familiar with McDonald's. So, what type of company is this, Marco?
It's a company that serves, it's not serves, but sells food.
Alright, so it's a food manufacturing company. So it's a food manufacturing company. It means that it's a company that produces food. Yeah? Alright. And what type of product or what type of food do they produce? Do you remember?
Vegetables, lettuce.
Lettuce, okay, especially lettuce and fresh vegetables, yes? Alright, and where is it based? Do you remember? South of England, right? Okay. I'm going to show you the video again, and I want you to try to understand, to see if you understand the difference, or to understand what is a retail business, right?
Can you tell us about your company? Nature's Way Foods is a food manufacturing company based on the south coast of England, and we put chilled product, majority of which is lettuce and fruit, into various types of packaging for the major retailers and various food service companies in the UK. Examples of retailers would be Tesco's, Morrison's and Waitrose. And in terms of food service companies, our biggest customer is McDonald's, which I'm sure most of you will be familiar with.
So, she gives several examples of a retail business, Tesco's, etc. So what is a retail business?
It's the one that sells products to the final
Consumer.
customer.
Exactly. So a retail business, can you give us an example?
I think
Sorry?
I can't I'm sorry. It's a retail company.
Alright, I don't know that.
Do you
But-
know that? It's like
Because I normally don't shop for parts.
Why not?
But because I don't have the machinery that requires the parts that you sell.
You can buy.
I could. I will think of it in the near future. Had forgotten about the name of your company. So sorry. I will punish myself for that. Now, for example, a supermarket is an example of a retail business, yeah? It sells different products to the final consumer, to the public. Now, a retail business has the opposite on the wholesale business. So, the wholesale business is the business of selling goods in large quantities. Normally, the supermarkets receive large quantities, for example, of coffee of one brand and large quantities of rice, for example. So, the ones selling those products are the wholesalers, all right? So, a difference between retail and wholesale business, all right? Now, let's continue listening to Susan. That's her name. I forgot to introduce her. I'm sorry. And now in your worksheet, you have something to complete, okay? She's going to explain what she considers to be the reasons for the success of the company, all right? You're going to listen and you're going to complete the missing spots on the worksheet, all right? I'm saying all right too many times. Let's continue. And here.
What are the reasons for the company's success? There are various reasons for the company's success. I think one of the major ones is the markets in which we operate. There are some what we call big marketing themes, which are health, convenience, sustainability and indulgence. We think the products we produce in both leaf and fruit fit a lot of those themes. So a majority of the UK population have a desire to eat healthy products. They tend to be what we call time poor, i.e. they haven't got much time in their lives for creating great food. So they want to be able to buy a convenient product of good healthy food. There is also a theme for sustainability. So people want to feel like they are contributing towards a sustainable world. And a lot of our product has a fairly low level of what we call food miles, and therefore is fairly sustainable. Some of our products also have a fairly indulgent feel. So the UK population has a habit of wanting to be indulgent at certain times. So they might diet on a Monday to Friday, but when it gets to Friday night, they will have several pieces of cake and maybe a few drinks. I think the other reason for our success is the way we run our business. We are a high volume business, so we're producing hundreds of millions of units. So we need to be very efficient in the way we produce them. So we've invested heavily as a business in systems and process to make sure we are very efficient in the manner in which we produce the products for our customers.
All right. Do you need to listen a second time to complete? Yeah.
What are the reasons for the company's success? There are various reasons for the company's success. I think one of the major ones is the markets in which we operate. There are some what we call big marketing themes, which are health, convenience, sustainability, and indulgence. We think the products we produce in both leaf and fruit fit a lot of those themes. So a majority of the UK population have a desire to eat healthy products. They tend to be what we call time poor, i.e. they haven't got much time in their lives for creating great food. So they want to be able to buy a convenient product of good healthy food. There is also a theme for sustainability. So people want to feel like they are contributing towards a sustainable world. And a lot of our product has a fairly low level of what we call food miles, and therefore is fairly sustainable. Some of our products also have a fairly indulgent feel. So the UK population has a habit of wanting to be indulgent at certain times. So they might diet on a Monday to Friday, but when it gets to Friday night, they will have several pieces of cake and maybe a few drinks. I think the other reason for our success is the way we run our business. We are a high volume business, so we're producing hundreds of millions of units. So we need to be very efficient in the way we produce them. So we've invested heavily as a business in systems and process to make sure we are very efficient in the manner in which we produce the products for our customers.
All right. Well done. So we're ready to correct. Antonio, could we start by you? First reason for success.
The market.
The market. Or the market in which they operate, yes? The market. Next, Mario.
Deliberate.
Health. So the next is health, desire to eat healthy. No?
No.
Joanna?
Products.
Yes, healthy products. A desire to eat healthy products, yeah? Next, Paula, convenience.
Time poor.
Time poor. What is the concept of being time poor? Do you remember the way she explained it?
The people don't have time to cook and to have a good diet.
A good diet, a good meal. That's why this product fits the need, the demand of the market, because people are time poor more and more, yeah? Sustainability, Joanna.
Low level of food miles.
Exactly. What is the concept of food miles?
I have no idea.
Marco, did you capture the concept of food miles?
Something about people cannot make as many food as we need, like produce as many food.
That has to do with sustainability, but there's a specific concept in this. Antonio, could you capture what it was?
Maybe food miles, it's because they make their own products, so it doesn't have to be transported to another place, for example, several kilometers.
Exactly. So in this case, what they are talking about more specifically, because sustainability in a general way is what you said, but specifically in this case, people are worried in terms of food mile, means that they care about the distance from the place where it is produced until the place where it is consumed. So in terms of sustainability, this is also important, yeah? All right. Indulgence, everybody knows what that is, because we all indulge ourselves every time, every now and then. Second reason for success, the way we run. So, to run the business. Doesn't mean that we go to work running, but run the business means to manage the business, yeah? To make the operation work, yeah? Next, Marco, I suppose.
The high volume of the business.
The high volume of the business. So it means that they are not a small company, that they produce and that their turnover is presumably big as well. Antonio?
Produce hundreds of millions of units.
And there is the proof. Yeah? Alright, with this sentence. Mario, need to be very
Official.
similar.
Efficient.
Efficient. Efficient in the way they produce them. And Joanna, invest heavily in
Systems.
okay, good. So, to invest in systems. Please check your spelling of systems, alright? Good. And to finish, all you have to do is listen to Susan one last time. She's quite interesting and she's quite enthusiastic about what she does in the company, so I'm sure you will be happy to listen and see her again. This time only to complete the last paragraph that you have there. Alright?
What lessons have you learned from the companies you've worked for? I've learned a lot of lessons from the companies I've worked for.
Let me just... It's correct, sorry.
What lessons have you learned from the companies you've worked for? I've learned a lot of lessons from the companies I've worked for. I think the key thing is that you have to make sure your people in the organisation are engaged with the organisation and have a clear understanding of what that organisation is trying to achieve. If you can get that clarity of direction and enthusiasm from the people within the organisation, then that will help move the business forward in itself.
Alright, let's make your lives harder. So no repetition this time. Joanna, I've learned, can you continue, Joanna Vita?
I've learned a lot of lessons from the companies I work for. I think the key thing is that you have to make sure your people in the organization are engaged with the
organization. Thank you. Antonio, and have a clear
understanding of what that organization is trying to achieve.
Thank you. Marco, to finish.
If you can get that clarity of direction and enthusiasm from the people within the organization, then that will help move the business forward in itself.
Alright, so she's talking about two lessons that she has learned. One of them is to engage the people that work with you in the organization. Everybody has to be going in the same direction with very clear, straightforward objectives. The other one is that you have to set those objectives, that they have to be clear and that you have to be able to give them to people, right? So that they can follow you. So, after listening to this CEO, would you like to be a CEO? Would you like to run your own company?
Yeah.
Yeah? No? Still no?
Not really.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yes. Of course, yes. Alright, let's continue then. What I have for you now is a case study, okay? So we have been talking about companies, different sizes of companies, the factors that can impact on the success of a company, some specific vocabulary about numbers, net profit, turnover, right? And now I'm going to present you a case of a company that is having difficulties, all right? More specifically, let's go to the following page. Dino Conti ice cream. It's appropriate because the summer is finally here, so I thought it would be appropriate to present to you this.
This company is having problems.
This company is having problems because the weather in Portugal has been a bit crazy and they're not selling as much. Alright, so let's first read what is happening to the company and then we are going to talk a little bit about it. All right. Paula, can you read the first paragraph, please?
Yes. How can a popular ice cream maker increase sales? Background: Dino Conti Ice Cream
Incorporated,
based in Santa Barbara, USA, manufactures and distributes ice cream to consumers in California.
Mm-hmm.
It produces 15 flavors.
Thank you, Paula. Just a second. So, this company is is an American company. It's ice cream manufacturing company, right? And it produces 15 flavors, okay? This is an important data. Continue, Paula.
Which it
Distributes
mainly to supermarkets and company-owned stores. Its most famous product is its classic chocolate ice cream, sold under the Super Cool label.
Mm-hmm.
Many people believe that Dino Conti Super Cool chocolate ice cream is the best in the world.
Wow. So they have some strong points going for them, right? It's the best-selling ice cream, and some people, many people, not some, sorry, many people believe that this Super Cool chocolate ice cream is the best in the world. So, Joana Duarte, can you continue reading?
Yeah. Dino Conti has expanded rapidly in recent years, but now its growth is slowing down. A recent fall in profits has disappointed the management. The owner, Paolo Conti, wants the company to become more international.
All right, good. So, the company is trying to expand, but now the sales are slowing down, the profits are slowing down, and there is also the desire to make the company become more international, right? Okay. Now, we are going to listen to a little bit of a board meeting. And they are going to discuss the potential or the possible reasons why this is happening, okay? So I just want you to have a general idea of the reasons presented why things are slowing down for this company, all right? In terms of prices, in terms of the product, and in terms of the equipment, the environment, and the outlets. Try to make some notes on these topics, all right? So, prices, products, equipment, environment, and outlets. Outlets, you will see what it has to do with, but it has to do with how they can make the product reach the final consumer, right? All right, let's listen to it.
Unit 2, Companies, Track 24. It's true our results haven't been good. Our pre-tax profits have fallen once again. It's all very worrying. Well, we know one of the reasons. Our two main competitors have been cutting their prices, so our prices are beginning to look rather high. They've also been increasing their advertising spend to get a bigger market share. But it doesn't explain everything, does it? How do you see things, Donna?
It's not a crisis, Paolo, but we do need to make changes as fast as possible. The way I see it, we don't offer a very wide range of flavors. That's not helping us, and our packaging isn't very exciting. It gives the wrong impression. It could be the reason why our classic product isn't selling as well as it used to. Okay, so what do we need? More products and more outlets. We must reach more than the big supermarkets and our own ice cream stores. Also, it'd be a good idea to upgrade our equipment and storage facilities. Maybe our fleet of trucks as well. They're terribly out of date.
Plenty to think about there, Donna. How about you, Bill?
Well, I'd say innovation is the key. We need more new products, exciting new products people will want to buy. Don't forget, people are health conscious these days. So how about bringing out some fat-free flavors? 100% fat-free, made from natural ingredients, no additives? Another thing, Paolo, we need to be more green, to do more for the environment. You know, recycle our containers, take the fat out of our waste products, then give the pure water to local communities, that sort of thing. Maybe donate money to charities like a heart or cancer foundation. That'd improve our image for sure.
Alright, so related to price, Antonio, what did you capture from what you heard?
The competition has lower prices.
Yeah?
Yes. And is investing more in marketing.
Exactly. So the competitor is cutting prices, that means that the prices are lower, and as an opposition, these prices now from this company seem to be higher. Yeah? Alright. And they are investing more in marketing. In terms of products, Marco, what did you register?
The company have just a few products. They should have more options for the customers to choose from.
So in terms of flavors, yeah. So there are, apparently the 15 are not enough. There's one board member that thinks they should have more. And also more outlets. Yeah, that comes next. Joanna, what about the equipment? What was said about the equipment? No? Anybody?
We need to upgrade the equipment.
Exactly. The equipment needs to be upgraded, so the upgrade of the equipment, especially also the fleet of trucks. Yeah? Alright, the environment. What was mentioned about the environment, Joanna Vitor?
They need to be more green.
Yeah?
And they need to care about maybe some natural ingredients for flavor.
Mm-hmm. Because people are more health aware, yeah, so
they care about sustainability.
Alright.
Need recycling the recipients.
Exactly, to recycle the recipients, yeah, the containers. Alright. In terms of the outlets, what was said was simply to have more. Yeah.
And the supermarkets have their own stores.
Exactly. Alright, good. Now, there are some suggestions on the table. So, to be more green, to upgrade the equipment, to develop more products. Also, to innovate and create more products as a brand extension. Yeah. So they produce ice cream. So the idea would be to create a new product, like for example, the juice connected to the same brand, but a new product. Yeah. Also, concerns about the environment. The good news is that Mr. Conti is ready to invest, yeah? Because investment also makes a business successful. And he's got $3 million to invest and to put in the company. He's just not sure in which parts or in which areas he should spend that money in. Alright? So, can I clear the board? Yes? Next, on your worksheets, you have a table with a discrimination of the options where to spend the money and also the amount of money, estimated cost of that option, and also the benefits. Alright? I would like you to read through them to find one or two with which you agree, that you think are good ideas to promote and develop this company. And after, I would like you to discuss, as in a board meeting, where to apply the money. Okay? As you are going through those expressions and options, I'm going to put on the board some expressions to present ideas, agree and disagree. Okay? So go through the options you have, and then we'll start a discussion. Right?
one or two.
Yes, one or two. All right. Have you studied
Yes.
your options? Yeah? Joanna, have you studied all your options? Paula, also? Marco? Do you have an idea?
Yeah.
Joanna? Yeah? Antonio? Marco? Yeah? Good. So on the board you will find some expressions that you can use to present your ideas, some expressions to agree with your colleagues' ideas, and others to disagree, okay? These are just 2 or 3 examples. You can use more from the variety that you already have, right? Yes? Yes, Patricia. Yes. All right, well done. All right, so I think we should ask Joanna. Joanna. For a second there, Marcus thought, oh, she's going to ask me, she's going to ask me. No, you shouldn't. No, first we'll go with Joanna. Joanna, from your point of view, where do you think the $3 million should be invested?
In first place, I think that the company should improve the product's packaging. Because the package attracts the client, the customers, and I think it's very important. But it's not very expensive to do it. And I think the company should develop a range of exotic fruit drinks.
Exotic fruit drinks.
Yes.
Right, Antonio?
I actually don't agree with it. I'm afraid I don't agree with you. My first option would be to buy out its major competitor.
Ooh, very aggressive.
If you have less competition and you can, I don't know, build a monopoly, you can have more profits and increase production capacity. That would be
Your two.
my choice.
Why would you increase production capacity?
No, because if you buy
out
the competitor, you have his factories, you have the workers, the employees, so it's win-win.
It's a win-win, right, Marco?
No, I have a different opinion. Because if you buy your company competitor, you will give him a lot of money. So you will have a lot of money to invest in the better thing.
Okay.
Otherwise, why should the other company sell the price? Because they want money to do the other thing. How this? In my opinion, the company should think about export probably the business, but after that they should increase the image by improve image, increase sales, or increase sales, improve image, and develop a range of develop a range of exotic fruit things, because.
But you don't have a budget for all those three.
Yes, you have.
Do we?
Yeah.
Yes.
3 million.
3 million. So 2.5 million, 500. All right. All right.
Sorry.
Just testing your maths. All right.
The reason why is because if we go to a new area without new products, is going to happen the same as
Is happening
now.
No.
In USA, is it?
Yeah, in USA. Joanna, do you agree?
I agree and disagree.
All right.
All of them.
I agree in part.
Yes. I think it's a big step to export it to China and Russia if you have problems, you know. Maybe I think the best way is make the company more green, increase its advertising budget, because it needs to
publicize.
Yes. Also distribute to more outlets, put your brand outside, and of course upgrade the equipment and fleet all the trucks.
Fleet of trucks.
Now I think you are strong enough of your image, and after with the back money you can export
the return money from that investment.
You can export to the other markets.
Okay. And do you have a budget for all those initiatives that you
Yes,
have?
for the initiatives that I said, because I would.
Very well. Mario, do you have a similar opinion to Joanna's?
Yes, but in my opinion, first I have three options. Upgrade its equipment and fleet of trucks. The cost is 1.2 million, but the lower cost I can review the recovers in the few time.
In a little time. In a short
next
period.
year, I think. I mean 1 year.
Okay.
And second, distribute to more outlets. It's increase sales and profits. And the third, make the company more green. Improve company image and sales for the people, the customers. It's good for the new customers, and in the end, offer free ice cream to almost 1 day a year, but just the next year, okay?
Just the next year, after you recover from your investment in the trucks.
To all customers.
All customers.
Okay.
It's a big step.
No. I need review the recovers the 1 year with the option 5.
All right.
Okay, to pay the offer the free ice cream.
Maybe you can offer just a little sample.
And for employers.
Okay.
You need to
Happy employees.
The employers, 1 ice cream per day.
per day. 1 ice cream per day. Ooh, in the US, that might be a problem because then you have ice cream, hamburger, pizza, maybe. Oh my god. Just going too far with my imagination. Let's leave it as there. All right. Finally, Paula, what do you think?
I agree with the marketing view.
With the marketing view.
Yes, because you have to improve the equipment and improve the brand and the image to increase sales, diminish the costs,
Decrease the costs.
and competing with the competitors.
With the competitors. All right, good. So you agree with Joanna.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Good. Thank you for your points of view. They were all very interesting. I think we can finish the class here, especially to our viewers from Torres Vedras Web. But I have to say, as a cherry on top of the cake, that now we are going to listen to a business expert analyzing this case and giving us her opinion about the best options to make. So for all of the Torres Vedras Web viewers, come and visit us to discover the happy ending for this company. So let's see if you can